Fertilizer, above other concerns, must deliver a greater profit from crop yield. We want to be good stewards of the land and environment and make the best decision for a thriving business. But just how and why does fertilizer work? And how can we maximize it for our farms? Fertilizer usually involves three key nutrients: nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Phosphorus improves root growth at the early stages of a plant, influencing yield, while potassium helps regulate transport of nutrients and water, increasing hardiness. And nitrogen promotes leaf growth for photosynthesis and plant proteins. For now, let's focus in on phosphorus. If you've been fertilizing your fields for years, you're likely to have a bank of phosphorus in your soil, but most of it won't be available to young crops. Why is that? Phosphorus arises in two forms: inorganic and organic. Organic phosphorus comes from plant and animal materials in the ground, such as decayed crop or manure. Inorganic or rock-based phosphate, including fertilizers, are the bulk of the plant-available nutrient in soil. As bacteria break down the organic material, phosphorus is eventually released. Once in a soil solution, it's possible for tiny root hairs to draw in phosphorus to the rest of the plant. Fertilizers are initially plant-available, but ammonium phosphate rapidly disassociates in soil as it reacts with clays and other elements. Once this happens, negatively charged phosphorus particles are then free to bind with any positively charged particle, such as iron, calcium, or aluminum, creating compounds that plants can't absorb through those tiny root hairs. Between 80 and 90% of your applied phosphate fertilizer becomes locked in the soil this way. These newly formed compounds will slowly come apart and release phosphorus into soil again over many months or years, but usually not in enough quantity to generate exceptional yields. Yield is most influenced by phosphorus absorbed in the early stages of plant growth, regardless of any that's supplied later. In spring, when we are planting, the soil is often cold and wet. These conditions mean even less accessible phosphorus because the microbial process is slowed way down. pH levels that are too high or low will also hinder available phosphorus. Unfortunately, more isn't better. Excess amounts of phosphorus can travel with soil runoff into waterways, becoming a toxin, leading to algae blooms and oxygen-depleted dead zones. The answer lies in using the right amount of phosphorus, delivered as near to planting time as possible and close to the roots as either pop-up or side dress. At CultivAce, decades of experience in farming and fertilizer has culminated in a product that targets early, short-term phosphorus needs. Our Free Phos product is a quickly plant-available orthophosphate, which we prevent from tying up with the soil by using an environmentally friendly molecular shielding, often described as complexes. In addition, we simulate plant root exudates, acids which a plant excretes to regulate microorganisms around its roots and to help extract nutrients from the soil effectively. In our field trials of Free Phos, when applied with the seed at planting or on perennials, we've witnessed dramatic yield increases over the competitors with rates as low as just 2 to 6 gallons per acre. Fertilizing is a complex effort in balance, but by understanding how phosphorus interacts with soil and plants, we can make better decisions for our business by being more efficient with it. In using the right amount at the right time, we save time and money, care for our environment, and most importantly, improve profit from yield. Give us a call. Let's talk on how Free Phos could increase the return on investment in your operation. CultivAce. Growth begins here.